Sarah Jane Vegas from Stand for Justice Movement, and I am super excited today because I have a special guest. I have my friend Esse Johnson. She's not only a fellow human trafficking fighter, but she's also my best friend, and we have done a lot of work together. We went into many brothels, like strip clubs, we went on the streets, and we really had a lot of experience like working with women being exploited into the sex industry, and I just love Ace's passion and how to help others, and I think that she has a lot of advices that she can give to people. So I wanted to do this short video and let her like share some of the things that really helped her that she learned in the movement.
Okay, so one of the key things that I experienced that I think is really useful, and especially for Christians, not only, but one of the mistakes I think we make sometimes in reaching out to people or in what we consider to be our ministry is we're expecting a quick fix. We're expecting a quick result, you know? So we want to go into a place like on the street or in the brothel or in a strip club, and we want to say a prayer and then everybody's healed and we walk. And I love that. That happens. You know, I mean, it does. It's happened. We've experienced that. But one of the things that was just so powerful for me personally was we were going to, how many women did we see?
It was 100 to 150 women a month.
Every month.
For like many years.
Yeah.
Like a lot of girls. I need to count. I need to do the count one day, but yeah, a lot.
But something like 100 to 150 women
a month.
that we got to see every month. But it was a much smaller number every single week. And so every single week we would go out to some of the legal brothels out here and see basically the same girls. And
a lot of them.
Yeah. And so we got to actually build relationship with them. We didn't get to necessarily jump in every time we wanted and tell them what we think. We didn't even get to pray for them whenever we felt like we had something, a word of the Lord or something. It was more like we got to be a face that they got to know. And something so powerful happened. I would say, I remember thinking it was about 7 months or so in, there was a shift. There was a shift in how they would open themselves to us, and even how we as human beings were open to them, building relationship. And so one day I was talking to the Lord about it, or praying to God about it, and I just said, God, talk to me about this. What is it? What are you teaching me here? And he said, faithfulness. Okay, it's awesome to have enough faith to step out and to pray for someone when you feel afraid, or if they're a stranger or something like that. But it takes a lot of power and trust and faith and perseverance to show up week after week after week and to just be there. Yes. You know? And so that was something that we saw, and we did begin to see greater breakthroughs and more opportunities open up, after that point. But I just remember it was about 7 months of kind of just going, and we'd bring gifts, right? Yeah. We brought cookies, cards, and things like that. But you know what it is? I remember now. I'm pretty sure we started to prophesy. There was a point where like we would write cards and we would write prophetic words, just speaking life over the girls and what. But that kind of a door really opened after they started to get to know us over time.
Totally. I think it's like the key in that is that we didn't go inside with an agenda of like, hey, we want to get you out of here. Or even more like, we think that you should do something else than that. Why are you here? Not at all. The whole goal was like, and still the same goal now, is to come and create a relationship with them and be faithful and say, hey, we really care about you. We don't just want to come and say, I'm going to pray for you, change your life now. You know, It's more like, I'm going to be here for you, even if you stay in prostitution, because I care about who you are more than what you do. And the thing is that also sometimes people give up easily when they do ministry, because they're like, oh, I don't see anything yet. The girls are still being trafficked, or they're still working in prostitution. But maybe they're still in it, but at least they know they're loved, and they know that there was someone that cared for them when we were here. And that's worth it. And after time and time again, when they're ready, they know who to call. When they need something, they say, hey, I know that there's someone else that cares for me. I know for me, when I was being trafficked, I believed that nobody cared, nobody knew anything about me, that I was the only one going through that, and maybe I was so wrong that it was my fault. But here we come and say, hey, you're loved. Hey, like, I want to know your dreams. I want to be faithful to come week after week, anytime I come, I can. And so I think it's so powerful to be like, no, there is a way out, but you're also loved when you're in it. Yes. And the faithfulness of saying, I'm not going to give up even if it takes months or years. And we even have girls sometimes that leave the brothels or the traffickers and then go back and then they expect us to say, hey, I'm never gonna talk to you again. Why did you go back? But we don't do that. We stay loving them. We speak life over them. We speak destiny over them, and then they end up coming back to us and say, hey, thank you because you stayed there when I went back, and I'm ready to fully give up on the life. And I think it's so powerful, and I love the fact that you talked about it, because faithfulness is what we need to have, and also no agenda. We're coming to love you no matter what.
Yeah. And there's something else. I was starting to laugh because I'm remembering how many different reasons different people had for why they thought we were really there.
Yes.
Like there were times where we were being scoped out by the management because they were like, they thought maybe we were girls from another brothel trying to like take their clients. Yeah. And then there were all kinds of things they thought that we were there for, but we got to show, because again, it was faithfulness over time. We got to actually prove out that we were honestly just there to say hi, to bring them gifts, to share the love that we had, and eventually we could say the love of God.
Yes. Yeah, that's so good. So guys, if you have a heart for outreach and you have any questions that you want to ask us, we would love to share that with you later on. So just like comment on the video below. Yes, and so we are excited and we love you guys. Bye.